Most people wouldn't dream of packing a first aid kit this big, but after traveling full-time with a large family through places like Japan and on cruises, I've learned that getting what you need on the road isn't always simple. Sometimes you don't have time to find a pharmacy, or the language barrier makes it tricky to get exactly what you're looking for. That's why I bring this comprehensive kit. It stays in our hotel room or Airbnb and is fully stocked with everything from cold and flu remedies to wound care, stomach meds, and beyond. It's my peace of mind when we're far from home. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Lorna Marie. I've traveled to 15 different countries, almost every state in the US, and I've sailed with nearly all 9 major cruise lines. I travel full-time with my family of 6, and over the years, I've learned the hard way that being prepared can make all of the difference. So today, I'm showing you what I call my ultimate travel first aid kit, the one I bring on every single trip. This kit is big for a reason. It's built for real emergencies, not just scrapes and headaches. Let me show you what's inside, how I organize it for a peace of mind no matter where we go. We're gonna get into this bag. I'm gonna share every little detail with you guys. There is a lot. And I was gonna wait to share this with you, but I feel like this is one of the kits you have to have. When you first open this kit, I wanted to share with you, I put one of these little lights right here. So that way, if I'm in the dark or something's going on with the power, I have a little light here and you can shine it on whatever you're doing. So this has a little sticky thing like a 3M on the back. I love this. It comes in like a set of 6, I think, or 9, something like that, but I will definitely link this for you guys. And don't forget, everything will always be linked in a blog post down below. You will also find my storefront, printables, different things like that I offer. I do itineraries. All those things will be on the blog post as well. So I use this kit to replenish my little kit sometimes. I have a first aid kit that I take with me on the go, and if things are running out, I will replenish it from this one. So there are so many uses for it, and it's definitely a great thing to have. There is organization in here, even though it looks like there's a lot going on. We're going to go through it section by section and grab some tea, get a snack, because like I said, it's a lot. So let's talk about this bag first. So this is actually made for makeup. I labeled it on top just so we can see at a glance when I store it. There's a handle right here. And this little insert actually comes out. There's like a plastic insert in here, and there's dividers. A divider here, there's a divider through here, and there's one right here. So you can customize this to however you want. Now, when I show you guys these kits, you don't have to create them to be exactly like mine. Make them your own kit. Put what your family uses. This is just to get your wheels turning, give you ideas, show you how I organize so it can help you build your own kits. It has a clear top, which I actually like. So if I'm in a rush or there's an emergency, I can do a quick little glance as I'm opening it to see everything. And I really, really do enjoy that. I added a patch on top. Now, I have not checked for you guys, but if this is sold out, I've created this a long time ago. I've been waiting to share this with you. You can just get another makeup bag the same size and do the same thing. It doesn't have to be clear on top. I do really like that, so I will try to find that for you guys. But it also sells out really fast, so if you don't hit that send button, you're not gonna get the bag. Also, just so you guys know, I only get credit for my affiliate links when you click them and you purchase right away. So that really, really helps out my channel, you guys, and helps me create free content here for you on YouTube. Click the link, definitely get it before it sells out. So I'm gonna start from the top and work our way down. The first thing I have just sitting on top in here is the tweezers. These are medical grade scissors and tweezers. This is so you can cut people's clothes off. This is more for like a trauma experience or something and you need to cut things right away. It's also nice to just have scissors. I do not obviously put this in a carry-on. I'm definitely bringing it. We're getting ready to go to Alaska. I have to have this kit on me. I will be having all 4 kids. We're going on a road trip in order to get to Vancouver. That's where our ship leaves from. So this whole thing will be going in my check-in bag with me. So definitely make sure all of your flight information and stuff like that, if you're able to carry these things. You can also make a condensed version, you guys. You don't have to bring as big of a kit as I do. But for me, having such a big family and doing all the outdoor activities we do, I feel like this is a must. Also label each section so I don't forget anything. I will create a printable down below for you guys in my storefront if you guys want a printable and a list and explanation of everything. So first we have large gauze, and then we have large bandages. So you buy these giant packs on Amazon, and what I did is I just cut the top off to make little sleeves. So now you can just pull them out very easily. That way I know exactly what's missing once you use it up, And then they kind of go in here like little mini file folders. So I think that's really nice. And I don't have to like unzip them and snap them back closed, but there's still some sort of organization. There's another one here that says regular Band-Aids. So there's a little set of 3 here. And then we'll pull these ones out. We have different size gauze. This says small gauze here. And then we have cotton. And then I have some Q-tips. These ones I kept, you know, the cotton so they can stay clean and sanitary. And then on the side here, these were just wedged in on the bottom right here, and then this was on top of it. This is an eye wash. You put the solution in here, and if somebody gets something major in their eye, they can get it out. So if you're at the beach or you're hiking or whatever the case may be, you have a great eye wash here. And then I stick a pair of gloves just in case. And then right below that, these are for motion sickness. You put them on your wrist, so it'll be great when we're on the cruise. I do have another first aid kit that I mentioned to you guys before that I've already done that stays on me, like when we go on adventures and different things like that. It stays in my day bag. This is what I keep in my room at the hotel room or if I'm in my Airbnb. So I have multiple of these because I have more kids. And then my kids also have their own little first aid kits just in case. I'm going to show you guys how I packed this in here. This is the sanitation section. You want everything to have a home and you want to understand how to work your kit. You want to memorize this. So that way when there is an emergency, you can act fast. So I know this is my area that has all of my gauze, all of my Band-Aids, and then everything goes back in like a file folder. And I do the Q-tips at the bottom here. And then I do my cotton at the top. These 2 get wedged down in here. And then this goes on the top of that. All right, so there is that section. Now in this section here, this is sanitation. So this is the sanitation section. This is the bandage section. So I would essentially go here first. I have hand sanitizer that I stick on the side right here. Then I have some Clorox wipes. I have tried to find these individual ones, you guys. I got these at Walmart, but I still don't see them anywhere. So I don't know if they discontinued these, but I do like having the individual ones. And then you can sanitize the station if somebody has a wound that you need to clean. And then I also have a Mylar blanket. Oh, this is the little file folder that I stick this in because I don't want to forget what goes back here. Thermal blanket is really good to have if somebody's in shock or whatever the case may be. I do like to have a thermal blanket. Then I have some witch hazel. It soothes and it's like multi-purpose. It cleans, it does all kinds of things, and got our label there as well. Then in this section, we have alcohol pads. I have quite a few of them. And then I have burn gel. And first aid kits, you guys, has saved my life so many times. I was in Hawaii and I had to climb a fence because our car broke down on the side of the road, our rental car, and it was crazy. But luckily, I had stuff to clean my wound, bandages, and everything that I needed right in my bag. It was amazing. So burn gel, I have quite a few of that because, you know, when you get a burn, you're going to want to keep applying it. So we have that. Then we have sting relief. This stuff works so good. I've been using this for years. It is the best. And then I also have sting relief pads. They're just 2 different kinds. I think this one works better, but this could be for milder things. I use this for a bee sting and it definitely gave me some relief. Then we just have some earplugs. This isn't a larger one and I just kind of folded it. I just feel like if we're on a floor or something and it's really loud, I just think it's good to have these. And then I have some safety pins. Okay, we're gonna stick all of these back in here so you guys can see how we organize it all. Okay. And then also, I forgot to show you guys this. This is duct tape and this is bandage tape. So you can use one of the dressing if you have a larger wound and you can tape it together. So I just got a blank card and I wrapped it around here and it's so nice because it's very flat and sleek, but it has enough so you can do what you need to do with it. So this goes in the front here and then these go up here. And your sanitizer goes right there. So everything sticks in there very well. We can stick these back in here on the top. You can also stick them right here. I think I had them right here on the side, but I think there's enough room that they fit right there. Okay, next up, we're gonna get into this section here. We have a finger splint. We have some eye wash, which I think is great to have, and you can use it with that eye wash device. Then we have some, it's kind of like an Ace bandage, some kind of bandage tape. I forgot what it is, but it sticks to itself. So if you have a hurt ankle or you need to wrap a bandage around, it's great. So, and I always take less so things fit. So it comes with a larger roll, and then I just roll my own roll. Then we have some Neosporin here, and then I have Oragel, and I still label everything. So if it becomes missing at some point, I still know what goes here. Then there's another little container in here. This is a finger protector. So if you cut yourself and we're going in a water activity or something, you can have a finger protector. This is calamine lotion. That is so good to have. So this is liquid bandage right here. And then I also have another finger splint in there. What I do, you guys, is when I'm putting things in here, I try to make them as flat as possible so I can stick things in easier. And then there's this last little thing on the side here. This has my itch relief Benadryl. This has hydrogen peroxide, and this has alcohol. Okay, and then I always get questions. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be in a dark thing when you have hydrogen peroxide. I've never had any issues. I've been doing this for years. And because I store it in a cabinet, this container, it doesn't really get exposed to sunlight. So, I mean, I guess if you're sitting it outside of a cabinet, on the counter, in the direct light all the time, yeah, it's going to get deactivated. But I always have it like this it's hidden even in here. Everything's covering it. And then I have a lid that kind of covers it on top, and then this goes in a cabinet. So it's fine. But if you don't like that, find one that's darker. I totally understand. You are welcome to do whatever you like. And then we're going to stick everything back in here. So just so you can see, I have it in here kind of like file folders like before. This goes right here on the side. Okay. And then these just kind of get wedged into here like that. Okay. And that is that side right here. Next up, this is, oh, we're going to go right here. So I just put a little thing of honey, just in case. I mean, somebody's blood sugar could drop because they're, you know, losing some blood and they just feel a little upset, whatever the case may be. You can also stick lollipops in here. I usually have those, but I keep them in my backpack, so it's not really important for them to be in here. But I think raw honey, you can even use it for antiseptic and different things. There's so many uses for honey. Definitely look it up. And then I have some electrolyte mix. And then, oh, I usually keep a straw. I'm going to go grab that. And I think it's good to have a straw too. So if somebody needs to drink something and they can't bend over to drink it, it's good to just stick a straw in there for an emergency. And I'll probably wedge that right in here. Here is the folder that wedges right here. I took another envelope. It actually has a snap on the back here, and I cut it just like that, just to make it like a little file folder. I've never seen anyone do this, but I know for a fact that it has helped me so many times stay organized and keep replenishing what I have here. I have another little finger splint. This one's flat, and I feel like it's better for little fingers. Then we have a splinter out, and as you guys can see, everything else is labeled. Here is a surgical blade. There are many uses for that. Obviously, you want to look them up and train yourself on everything you have in your kit. Then we have eye patches, just in case, you never know. We have stitches. These are so important in my opinion. I also carry these on me, but it will stitch your wound up very easily, and I think this is great. We also have a thermometer. There is the instructions on the back. I like to stick those in there as well. Then we have bleed stop. Then we have wound dressing. And then the last thing we have here is the fever Frida. So if somebody's overheating or whatever the case may be, somebody has a fever, you can apply this. And then I just put fever Frida in the very back on this plastic thing so I don't forget if we ever have to use it. And then I'm going to stick this all back in here. So, and then, so see how it's kind of bulky, but if you spread them out and down like that, you will have a flatter pack, okay? Then in here, this is my favorite piece, okay? I will link it down below for you guys. I did get it on Amazon, but it's gonna sell out. I've never seen anyone use this particular one. So after I show it to you, just know everybody's gonna be buying it up. So you got to buy it fast. This is my medicine cabinet on the go. Most important, if it's just like you and your husband and you don't want this extensive kit and you're gonna be just chilling, laid back, and you don't wanna bring all this, you could just bring your medicine, which is this, okay? I will be bringing all of this, like I said, on my next trip. I think it's very, very important. I'm going to go through some of the medication with you guys, but obviously customize this. I'm just showing you how I organize and how amazing these little containers are. They're basically little tiny pill bottles, which I think is great. So we have Benadryl, children's Benadryl, Tylenol, children's Tylenol, an antacid, Dayquil, NyQuil, ibuprofen, Imodium, a laxative, a sleep aid, children's sleep aid, Dramamine, strong pill, and then I have one open space. And then there's also this section here, which I really like, and I also label these as well, just so we don't forget anything. But this is Mucinex sore throat. Then it has pain fever. This is liquid Tylenol, basically, for kids. And then on this side here, we have Alka-Seltzer, cough drops. We have a laxative, and then I also put the amount you take for, and then we have Pepto-Bismol. Oh, I also want to show you guys on the bottom here, I keep the amount, and then I also put the date. Like this one is expired, so we can change that one out. So you guys can do that, and I just did it with a permanent marker. And then I'm going to show you guys, I just stick everything back in here like this, and then I try to lay it as flat as possible like that. Okay, and then it is a little tight. See how it's a little, but once you zip it, it's kind of compressing it all down together, and that is it. Oh, I do like to put this back in first, and then I put this, okay, like that. And then these guys, I just wedge them on the side here like this. Okay, and that is it, you guys. I think it is amazing. I really, really do enjoy and love having this kit. It's such a peace of mind. And if you guys ever make any recreations, definitely share them with me on Instagram. I love when you guys show me your version of one of my kits. They do call me the Kit Queen, and of course, I'll be having more kits for you guys. Let me know your requests down below. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye. That's my complete ultimate travel first aid kit. It's evolved over the years across the US and around the world, and it's saved us more times than I can count. I've put everything you saw today, plus a few tips, in a detailed blog post, which is linked below. You'll find the exact items I pack and why they made the cut. Make sure to subscribe, because my next video is all about my airline hanging kit, which keeps everything I need right in front of me during flights. And if you've watched to the very end, leave me a band-aid emoji. That's how I know you're a part of the Always Ready crew. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and until next time, I'm always your girl, Lorna Marie.